What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video today. I'm kind of excited. I got a little studio light. Gotta up the production value. I've gotten enough critique to learn from my mistakes. So yeah, we're going fishing tomorrow. I'm gonna tie up a couple of these pretty quick little Euro. I don't even know. I mean, it's basically just like a vinyl worm. It is literally the easiest fly on the planet. It's a 3 material fly. So yeah, let's get started real quick. Okay, so this is the bug right here. Pretty simple. Again, I like to tie kind of like your classic guide fly style bugs, but I have this light set up right behind this, so we'll see if this shadow is too annoying. I don't think it will be, but okay. So we have a size 14 Allen jig hook, one of their barbless jig hooks right here, and then I have a 3.2 millimeter tungsten bead. This is an oversized bead for this size of fly. I guess depending on who you ask. To me, it's oversized. I think that a smaller bead would be more appropriately sized in terms of like proportions, but I want this fly to get down. So basically, we're gonna have this oversized bead. Then we're going to have a little bit of, probably like 4 or 5 lead wraps right towards the head. We got 5 right there. I like that. I'm going to helicopter that off. Get that nice and tucked in right there. Okay, and then this one, I'm just going to pinch off and roll down. Okay, now I got my bead head in place. Got my wire in place. And this fly is going to be tied using some purple thread. It's purple thread, pink mid-sized larva lace, and it's going to have some UV brown ice dub. This stuff is basically purple, but I like the fact that it's a little more earthy colors on it in comparison to just like a classic, just super, super bright UV dub. And then I have a small strand of yellow, like an opaquish yellow thread as well. And I'll show you guys what we're going to do with that. So first off, we're going to get our lead on. Then we're going to get a thread base in. Tie a couple of those behind that. And I like to do this. I like to push my wire forward and set this as best as I can before I start throwing a ton of materials on this. But I'm going to do that. I'm going to push that forward. And then I'm going to wrap this in. I'm going to push that all in place, wrap up to that, make sure that that's nice and secured where it is. Okay. So now, I don't want to build too much bulk. I want this fly to sink really fast. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my larva lace and I'm going to tie this in right at that junction where the lead stops, because I want this fly to have a nice, even proportion. Okay. I'm going to wrap back right to about where the hook starts to bend. I'm going to wrap back up. I'm going to grab my little yellow thread. And the reason I'm using this stuff, my buddy Kurt has this worm pattern that's similar to this, just not tied in this same fashion. And he runs a orange thread below his larva lace. And what it does is this larva lace is pretty translucent. So what happens is you wrap this up, and then when you wrap your larva lace, it ends up showing through and giving a little bit of contrasted color. Now there's also 2 directions to this D rib. One side is round, one side is flat. You want to make sure that your round side is facing up, which will give you the most, I don't know what the term would be, the most obvious ribs on the fly. And I'm not sure if this is showing up in the video, but when I look at this fly, I can clearly see those yellow strips. They're not quite yellow, they're a little bit more just light pink on this. And I can see those showing through, which just gives me a nice little contrast of color, because most things in nature aren't just one solid color. So this is the main underbody of the fly. And all I do on this top part is I'll get some of my ice dub, sparse, and I'll tie it in, and I'll do a dubbing noodle. Okay, so I'll do a couple of wraps of this. I want about 2.5, 3 wraps of dub. So I'm going to take this, and I'm going to wrap this up here on the head, just like this. Okay, just like that. I'm going to whip finish. And this is like your classic, just, I don't know if it's a name of a pattern or anything. I just know that I tie it, and it catches fish. But, so I'm going to take this, I'm going to cut this, and then I have a Sharpie that just has some Velcro on one part of it, on the lid, and I'm going to brush this, and I'm going to try and get some of these fibers out, because what I want is I want these fibers to kind of cloak over the fly and give it a nice UV hue. And it probably won't show up quite as well as I would hope in the video, but that's basically going to cloak over the fly. I don't want them too long, so I'm going to just tear these. I just want a nice little thorax, just like that. And that's our fly. And it works. We're about to find out. We're going to go fish tomorrow in the morning in a river in Idaho. I fished it today. Forgot my GoPro, but this fly worked. So we're going to go give it another go and see if we can find some fish. So stay tuned and let's get out on the river. All right, gang, we're here. A couple people here. Roads are kind of gnarly, but we get hooked up. We're going to be doing some Euro nymphing. This is a rather large river. Then I feel like it's a larger river than people think of when they think of European nymphing. But I'm excited to fish this because, one, I know there's a lot of fish in here, and two, there's some solid fish, and three, it's a really fun river to Euro nymph, and we can kind of go over how we're going to pick it apart and how we're going to go about fishing these giant runs and how we can actually pick them apart as if they're different runs in and of themselves. So I'm gonna get my waders on, get all my stuff on, GoPro strapped up, show you guys the rig, and then we're gonna get started. Let's do it. All right, so here's our rig. We got a small Rainbow Warrior right there, size 18, and then this same Euro style worm right there. There's a guy right down where I want to be, so I think we're just going to fish behind him. If I don't catch any fish, then maybe I'll go ahead of him, or maybe I'll try and fish on the opposite side. It is a big enough river that we can both fish from each side and not be worried about it. But I was expecting not really see anybody, but no snow in the forecast, just rain, so maybe that brings all the people out. But yeah, let's get out there and catch some fish. Cool thing about these rising nets is if you don't want giant long handle on your for wherever you're doing, you can just take this piece off right here and just screw your butt end on right here. I can screw this on right here now. Now I got a short handled net that I don't have to lug around a big old boat net with, so makes life a little bit easier. Shove this in my belt loop. Alright, let's talk to the guy that's on the other side from me, and he's been having a good day. He's gonna stay on that side, I'm gonna stay on this side, so don't bug each other too much, but see if we can get some fish. There you go, nice. Right there. Nice little rainbow. Ate the Rainbow Warrior. Ooh. Okay. Ooh, ooh. Look at that pretty little guy. Come on in here. Nice. So all we're doing is looking at this as a couple different runs. We got one, you got our main big current in the center, and then right here we have a nice soft eddy that we can work our way through as well. This time of year, most of these fish are not going to be hanging in the heavy current. That being said, along the bottom of the river, everywhere, there's always going to be current breaks. We got a nice rock right here that I'm going to try and get my stuff behind and see if we can get any more takers.
There you go. Right at the tail out of that rod. Almost let my fly start swinging a little bit. It's a nicer fish. Nice. Pretty little guy. He ate the rainbow warrior as well. That's 2 on that bug. And none on the worm yet. What is going on? Didn't touch a single fish. Not on the worm yesterday. There we go, flies out. Let's take a quick look at this little guy and send him out of here. Another pretty little rainbow trout. Whoa. Swinging out there on the back end. A lot of fish will take these for emergers at the back of a lot of these runs, so you want to definitely make sure that you're letting your rig go all the way over. And once you're at the tail end like this right here, I'll lay my line down, let it swing a little bit. And that fish ate on the swing. And then if you look, we got a little softer water on the outside of this, and it looks like it may even get deeper, which may set us up for a sweet little run to find some fish in. So let's scoot over and come over a little bit. We're getting deeper where I'm standing, so where I'm casting is getting a little deeper. We're just gonna keep working our way over. Oh, that was a fish, and that felt like a good fish too. Dang. There you go. There's a fish. Ooh, good fish. Ooh, a little brownie. Nice. Nothing huge, but not a ton of browns in here, so it's nice getting one. There you go. Cool. Again, on the rainbow warrior, not on the worm. Cool. Sweet little brownie. Come on here. I'm gonna find a bigger version of that guy. Oh, there's a fish. Another rainbow. Nice. Next cast too. Cool. This guy's on the worm. He's got a tag on him. Sometimes they do these like fishing competitions, the derbies and stuff. Sometimes these tags are worth some money. That'd be kind of cool. Show you real quick. Pretty rainbow. Get out of here. Cool. Got a little tag take home. There you go. Fish there. Cool. Look, another tag. Uh-oh. Am I gonna win some money? This probably explains why there's so many fish in this run too. They're probably just eating everything because they're planted. But, well, you know what? It doesn't make fishing any less fun. Remove this tag from this fish as well. Tags out of this little guy. Send him out of here. Nice. Alright guys, look at that. It's a sweet little rainbow on the Euro rig. I said I don't have a GoPro on me, so look at that guy right there. You look. Oh. He's out of here. Nice. Oh, there you go. Ooh, there's another fish. Nice. This fish feels a little better. Ate the worm. Much better fish. Oh, he's kind of wrapped up actually. He may have not eaten the worm. He may have just eaten the top, that rainbow warrior, and just got tagged by that bottom fly. Here, get him out of here. feel kind of bad about that. Nice current coming in right here. See if we can get something out of it. It's pretty shallow though. Oh, yep. Sure enough, there's a fish right there. He ate the worm. Get out of his mouth and go. That just goes to show right there that you never really know. There's a lot of water that you don't ever fish until you put on a Euro rig and at least like pick it apart. It holds fish, and you would never know unless you just really went for it. Well, this right here, quick way to end all your fun. It's weird, it just blew up on a 13-inch rainbow. Not a whole lot you can do about it, I guess. Well, guess that means you're done.
Yeah, so jump back to my place. I was trying to get out of there in time. It started raining a ton, as you could see in the video, and the roads turned from like a nice hard-packed snow to like 5 inches of just the worst, weirdest slush I've ever had to drive in. So ended up zipping out of there as fast as I could, but back here, made it out. As you guys could see, blew up my Cortland rod, which is kind of weird. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that. But, yeah, so it just happens sometimes, but we ended up catching some fish, had a good time. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe, share it if you want. But, yeah, appreciate every single one of you, and I'll see you guys next week.